Mazuma TV back in the building, man. What's going on, y'all? Shout out to Mazuma Nation. Shout out to the Mazuma Mob. We in the building as always, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive weekend. On my way to the mall to get my son some clothes. You know what I mean? That boy growing, man. Feeling extremely blessed. And it's snowing out this motherfucker, man. But we still gonna make it do what it do. You know what I mean? I'm back at y'all with some more boxing talk. All right, y'all. Man, I'm sure this is something that you guys have already heard, but if you haven't, it is official, pretty much a done deal. Anthony Joshua will be taking on Francis Ngannou in March. You know what I'm saying? I forgot the exact date, but nonetheless, it's going down in March. If you looked at my previous videos, you would see that Anthony Joshua had 3 options going into March. And it wasn't Deontay Wilder, unfortunately, because he had lost that fight, upset loss against Joseph Parker. You know what I mean? So he was kicked off of the list. And this is why we don't necessarily allow, this is why I'm not a fan of letting fights marinate. You know what I mean? I'm a firm believer in getting it while it's hot. You see what I'm saying? And when guys over marinate things or try to stall things out, things like that happen. So unfortunately, we won't be getting that fight. Anthony Joshua's opponents were, his possible opponents were, of course, Francis Ngannou, I want to say Zhang, and Filip Hrgović. You know what I mean? I thought he was going to lean towards Hrgović because there could have possibly been a vacant IBF title on the line. And when you, and from hearing previous interviews from Anthony Joshua, he always spoke about how he'll choose the title over any type of opponent because it's about legacy at the end of the day, or it's about belts at the end of the day. You know what I mean? He's a firm believer, I guess, that belts trump resume and who you fought. You know what I mean? But obviously not, man. He's out for a money grab, and Francis Ngannou, man. Shout out to Francis Ngannou for getting another opportunity. He gotta be like the first. He gotta be like the first boxer / MMA fighter in history to have 2 current or former world champions fight him back to back. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, that's the fight that's going on. But what really caught my eye more than anything is Deontay Wilder possibly being on the undercard to face Big Bang Zhang. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's an extremely, extremely dangerous turnaround. Zhang is at the peak of his career right now after having one of the knockouts of the year against Joe Joyce, in all honesty, man. And Zhang, he poses a lot of threats, bro. He's a huge heavyweight. Probably around the same height as Deontay Wilder, in all honesty. Strong as hell. Southpaw. He's like a, I'm not gonna say he was as fast as Luis Ortiz, but he poses similar qualities to Luis Ortiz and being a southpaw, being a bigger guy, punching power. You know what I'm saying? And he's intelligent as well, man. He's an intelligent fighter. He's just not in there throwing punches. He's setting punches up. He's an intelligent fighter. So this is a very dangerous fight for Deontay Wilder, considering the fact that he just came off of an upset loss and didn't look like himself at all. If anything, he looked like a shell of himself. You see what I'm saying? So this is going to be very intriguing, man. But if anybody's going to take on this challenge coming off of a loss, it's going to be Deontay Wilder, man. Deontay Wilder is about that life. He is a warrior. And he doesn't back away from challenges, man. This is why I respect Deontay Wilder so much. Is he the most skilled? No, not at all. Is he like, yeah, man, like pretty much like he's not the most skilled guy. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have the best jab, you know what I mean? But this man has a hell of a right hand. Hell of a right hand. And he don't got no problem using it. The problem is he wasn't able to find it with Joseph Parker. So is he going to be able to find his right hand against Zhang? Very intriguing. And how is Zhang going to be able to stand up to that right hand? Because he is a bigger guy, but he hasn't been in there with a puncher like Deontay Wilder. He's been in there with punchers like Joe Joyce, Filip Hrgović. But I don't think neither one of them dudes possess the power that Deontay Wilder has in his right hand, so it's going to be an intriguing matchup. Maybe that fight with Joseph Parker got the ring rust off of him. Who knows? You know what I mean? And with that quick turnaround, he might have a better performance, but it's a very dangerous fight for both guys in all honesty, but more specifically Deontay Wilder, especially when he should be trying to get back on a winning track. You see what I'm saying? But maybe he feel like he don't got time to waste, and his mission is still the same, to get all the belts, and in order to do that, he might have to take out a quality opponent in Zhang. You see what I'm saying? I would have liked to have seen Joseph Parker and Zhang fight. Honestly, I wouldn't have mind seeing that, but you know what I mean? That's what they're talking about right now. So back to Ngannou and Anthony Joshua, it seems like that's the fight that is a done deal. They're gonna announce it later this week in the UK, I guess. And I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Anthony Joshua looked great in his last performance against Otto Wallen. What's this guy named? Francis Ngannou looked impressive in his showcase against Tyson Fury. You know what I mean? I have my reasons as to why he looked so impressive, and I think it was really because of what Tyson Fury lacked going into the ring. But nonetheless, he had a great performance. He knocked down the current heavyweight champion of the world. You see what I'm saying? In his pro debut. So I'm not underestimating Ngannou at all, man. He got heart. He's confident. He has some boxing ability, and he has a shit ton of power. So that's something that got to be respectable when coming into this fight from Anthony Joshua's side. You know what I mean? And Anthony Joshua doesn't have the most durable chin neither. So this is going to be an intriguing matchup, but I am going to be rooting for Anthony Joshua. You know what I mean? Just because he's on the boxing side of things. And if Anthony Joshua loses to Francis Ngannou, that's just going to make the sport of boxing look bad. And I put boxing first before MMA. So with that being considered, man, this might be the first and only time that I root for Anthony Joshua. You see what I'm saying? So that's just my whole take on the situation, man. What do y'all think? Anthony Joshua versus Francis Ngannou. Possibly Deontay Wilder versus Big Bang Zhang. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this fight right here. Is this a lit card? Is it not? Do you think Deontay Wilder's ready? Does he have a chance to beat Zhang? Who do you have winning between Anthony Joshua and Ngannou? Y'all let me know in the comments below. This is Mazuma TV. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button. I'm out of here, man. Peace.